The Kite Runner's character analysis. First, let's start off with Amir. Amir is the intellectual man of a successful business in Kabul. He grows up with a strong feeling of liberty. Hassan is his best buddy, and he alternates between acting as a loyal friend and assaulting Hassan out of jealousy whenever Hassan is given Amir's father's attention. Amir is an exceptional book writer who progresses from wannabe author to successful writer. His strong need to impress his father drives his conduct early in the narrative and is the fundamental reason he permits Hassan to be sexually assaulted. From then on, he is driven by emotions of guilt as he looks for means to redeem himself. Finally, he does this by bravery and he shares his narrative as a sort of atonement. Next up is Hassan, Amir's greatest buddy, as well as Baba's servant son. Hassan consistently demonstrates his loyalty to Amir by defending him when he is insulted and always being willing to listen. His distinguishing characteristics are courage, selflessness, and intellect, albeit his brilliance is more intuitive than scholastic, owing to his lack of education. As a lower class Hazara, he is regarded beneath in Afghan culture, and as a result, he is the target of prejudice throughout the story. He is Baba's illegitimate kid, which he is unaware of, and he grows up with Ali serving as his father. His rape is an early spark in the tale, and while he is not there for most of the novel, he plays a crucial part throughout. Next up is Baba, Amir and Hassan's father and a wealthy, well respected businessman. Baba prioritizes doing what is right and thinking for oneself, and he attempts to instill these values in Amir. He also never lets anyone's lack of faith in him prevent him from achieving his goals. Despite his mistrust of religious extremism, he adheres to his own morals and behaves confidently. He is even prepared to sacrifice his life for what he believes in when required. Nonetheless, his embarrassment at having a kid with a Hazara woman causes him to conceal the fact that Hassan is his son. Because he cannot publicly adore Hassan, he is somewhat aloof from Amir and is sometimes harsh on him, despite the fact that he certainly loves him. Next up is Ali. Ali is the son of Hassan and Farzana. In many respects, Sohrab serves as a stand in for Hassan in the novel, and he becomes a key focus of the story. In the later portions, he is also of Hazara ethnicity and is an expert with a slingshot. His character journey transforms him from a normal little kid to a traumatized victim of sexual and physical abuse, and he transitions from saying very little to none at all. Next is Asif, the novel's antagonist and Hassan and Sohrab's rapist. Asif epitomizes all that is wrong in Afghanistan. He is a bigot who wants to cleanse Afghanistan of Hazaras. He has no remorse and likes inflicting violence and sexual assault on the helpless. He even looks up to Hitler as a role model. Next up is General Tahiri, Baba's buddy and Sarai's father. General Tahiri is a prideful to the point of arrogance at times, and he values preserving Afghan customs. In many respects, he's the classic Afghan guy, both as a parent and as a spouse. Next is Rahim Khan, an old friend of Baba's. Rahim Khan is Baba's closest confidant and the only one who is privy to all of Baba's secrets. He acts as a father figure for Amir, frequently providing him the attention he wants and filling the void left by Baba's emotional remoteness. A little brief summary of the novel. The Kite Runner follows Amir, a Sunni Muslim, as he tries to find his place in the world as a result of the after effects and consequences from a series of horrific childhood experiences. The story begins with an adult Amir in the present day United States making a hazy allusion to one of these occurrences, and then flashes back to Amir's youth in Afghanistan. Amir struggles with building a deeper relationship with his father, Baba. Understanding the exact nature of his relationship with Hassan, his Shia Muslim servant, and finally finding a means to atone for pre adolescent actions that have long term consequences. An analysis I have come up with is people want to get to know Amir. They lack the knowledge to understand him and don't understand that the only thing that Amir wants is to make amends with his past and try to be good for his father. One of the novel's driving motivation is Amir's desire to gain his father's favor. Amir feels that his birth is to blame for Baba's wife's death. All Amir desires is for his father to regard him with pride and respect. He believes that he owes it to his father to be like him. And the end.